Hello everybody, this is Sébastien from Cupcake l'addition. I am really excited to be back here on CakeFlix with you all, this time with my own show called Cupcake, le Webshow. I have prepared for you a lot of crazy cupcake projects, beginning this week with Jessica. She's not a regular crab, she's an hermit crab and she has an upside-down cupcake as a shell. I told you it would be crazy, so let's get started! So these are the edibles you will need for this cupcake project. 120 grams of white gum paste, from which I will prepare 40 grams of light pink, 50 grams of pink, 10 grams of dark pink. I will use this pink gel color for this. I will also prepare 10 grams of caramel using this caramel gel color. I will keep 10 grams white, and I will also need red and black gum paste. Now this I would buy already colored because it's hard to obtain dark colors with gel coloring. And if you do, it's probably exceeding the legal rates of food coloring, at least in France. I will use white icing color. I will use gold edible metallic paint, a little cornstarch, cute mini heart sprinkles, and an ice cupcake with a cute liner of your choice. And now let's have a look to the tools we need. A non-stick workboard, a little parchment paper, a small rolling pin, a pearl silicone mold, toothpicks, round cutters or piping tips. These are 805, 806, 808, 1.1 centimeters, 1.2 centimeters, and 1.5 centimeters. A piping tip number 3, a fine brush and a dusting brush, both food safe of course, bowl tools, a Dresden tool, a Fimo blade, not compulsory but I like to have an X-Acto knife at hand, a water pen or a food safe brush and water, and a rubber shaper. And now some optional but very handy and even life-saving tools I'm using in this video. Plastic wrap, a very useful precision scale, a paint palette, and my best secret tools, a wax picking pen and a diamond painting drill plate. So let's begin. So the first thing I always do when I make my modelings is beginning with the eyeballs, because I want to allow them, to give them the time to harden so that they can be manipulated, pushed inside the skulls, inside the modelings without losing their shapes. So I'm going to begin with this mold for pearls, and I'm going to dust the mold with a little cornstarch. Okay. And here I will need the 4th and the 5th size of my mold. So I'm going to dust them pretty well. Okay. And once I've dusted them, I'm going to take off the excess because I don't want too much. Here it is. So I've dusted these two. I'm going to keep this away. And I'm going to make a different trick today, because I want my little Jessica to be in love. You've seen it. So I want it to be in love, so I'm going to use sprinkles. Sprinkles in heart shape. And I'm going to use my magic tool to get cute little heart sprinkles that I'm going to place inside my mold. Okay. Here and here. This one I don't like. I'm going to take this one that has a better shape. Choose them well. And with my rubber, I'm going to place them properly. I want to place them as if they were facing each other. Okay, I don't know if you see it properly, but they are facing. Okay. And here it is. I'm going to keep the other sprinkles inside their bottles because we don't need them anymore. Okay. Let's keep it aside. And I'm going to take a little bit of white gum paste. There it is. Just a little bit. I don't need that much. I'm going to make 2 balls. As there are 2 different sizes of eyes. Okay, I'm going to make a bigger ball. I want a nice bowl. I want a bowl without defects, without anything, because if there is, it will show. Okay? And I'm going to take the second one, a little smaller. Also a very nice bowl. I'm going to be very cautious because I don't want the sprinkle to move. I'm going to place it. Once I've placed the two, I'm going to push them with a bowl tool because I want the gum paste to take very well the shape of my mold. So I'm going to push like so. Avoid the gum paste to stick to your bowl tool because otherwise it will go out, and that's not what you want. Okay, so now I think the shape is properly achieved. I'm going to take this Fimo blade. You can take anything else, but I like to work with Fimo blades because it gives me a better way to work. And I'm going to push here. I'm going to push the paste down and cut very gently the excess. Okay, cutting size. Okay, and same here. Now we just want the excess out. Okay, and now with the bowl tool it doesn't look good, but don't worry too much, because with the bowl tool we're going to press again inside the mold, and we will have very regular half spheres with no defects as soon as we have pushed back this paste inside. And don't worry too much if this part is not very good, looking very good, because it will be the back side of your eyes. So now I'm pressing, and now I think we are ready to unmold and discover our eyeballs. So as we have used some cornstarch, they should come out pretty easily. The first one came out very easily, and the second one had a little more, took a little more time. And now we have, like so, we have eyeballs in love. Here they are. Just going to push here. If there are a little defects, I'm going to push them down. Okay, we want something very clean. There it is. And now what I want to do is always I want a nice little point of light. It is very important. So I'm going to use a little white icing color. Okay, a palette, and I'm just going to use a little bowl tool here. I'm going to dip inside, clean a little because I don't want too much, and I'm going to make a tiny point of light in each corner of the heart. And there it is. We have our eyes that are made. Okay, these I would allow them to harden as much as possible. I have a fruit dehydrator. I used to stick them inside so that they harden properly, and I made some earlier, and you will see I can push them, I can manipulate them, and they don't lose at all their shapes. So that's what we want to achieve. It will be much easier. If you're in a hurry, just use it this way. But if you have time, please make them at least 24 hours before. And now our eyeballs are ready. Let's watch a quick commercial.
Every house needs a strong foundation. I've teamed up with my former college tutor, Cecilia Young, to bring you over 25 years worth of knowledge and experience packed into this fantastic programme. Within these 8 individually assessed modules, we've covered the fundamental building blocks required to take your cake decorating skills to the next level. And that's not all. Each programme is accredited by FDQ, a leading UK organisation for the food industry. We look forward to welcoming you on the CakeFlix Master Programme.
So now we are going to want to make Jessica's body. Okay, it is composed of 2 layers of gum paste, one a little lighter in color than the top one. And for this is very easy. You will see that it's a step that is almost all hand modeled. So first things first, I will need 30 grams of dark pink. Okay, here it is. And I will need 25 grams for the bottom layer of a little lighter pink. You can see that it's a little lighter. You can make, if you want, some darker colors or lighter colors as you wish. This is really as you wish. So now we are going to knead very well both layers. Okay, I'm going to begin with the top one. I really need my paste to be very well kneaded because we are going to work on it and we don't want any cracks or any wrinkles. So we needed to work it very quickly and we need it very, very well kneaded. So I'm going to make a very nice ball, okay, with no cracks. I don't want any crack on it. Okay, like so. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. I need it very well kneaded too. You don't need to pay as much attention as the other one because this one is going to be on the bottom. But try to make it properly because any crack you leave will show. Okay, you make your ball. Very nice ball. Okay, try to take off all the gum paste that is stuck to your fingers because otherwise you will have marks on your modeling. Okay, now you splash it a little, like so. I'm going to splash the other one too, like so. Okay, I'm going to splash this one a little more, and I'm going to lay one on top of the other. Going to work just a little the shape. Okay, I want the shape to be a little triangular, like a shell, a little. Okay, so I want to give it more or less the same pointy shape. Okay, so this is what I'm going for. So this one will be the bottom, and this part will be the top. And from now on, we are going to work them all together. So if you have, like me, some pieces of fondant, please clean them before you go on, because otherwise you will have ugly marks. You will have ugly marks on your modeling. So here, now I'm going to press them together. Okay. And I am going to work it like so, and to give the shape more or less that I want, I'm going to use my fingers to make a kind of depression on the sides. Okay, so I'm going to press here. Okay, I want this part to be much thinner. This part, which will be the front part, to be much thicker. I'm going now to push my modeling on the sides. Okay, you can see that the shape is getting more or less the one we want. Okay. And now this is the fun part. Okay, we have this part here. We'll consider it as a mouth. So if you want our modeling, our character to be sad, we're going to press it down like this, and it is sad. If you want it to be happy, and ours is happy, we're going to push it a little up. So our modeling will be happy. Okay, I'm going to push this. I'm still pushing my modeling up. Okay, I want this layer to be under. Okay, I want the darker pink to be up there. Okay, you remember that we've made our eyeballs, so this will be the moment to push them inside our modeling. We want one here, and you will see that pushing it will help also shaping our body. Okay, I'm not using water for the moment. I'm not sure I will need it. Okay, and I'm going to push it here in my modeling. Okay, doing so I'm still, yes, I'm going to need a little tiny bit of water. Make sure to not overflow. Okay, I just put a little water, and I'm here, back here. I'm back there, and I'm still pushing it. Okay. See, our modeling is smiling. Now I'm going to press here to create a chin. Okay, with my two thumbs. Okay. Look how she's smiling already. Okay, she's smiling. And I want this one to have a little mouth. So here, not exactly in the center, a little off-centered, I'm going to press and to make a hole. So this is where I'm going to put the tongue and the mouth. Okay, I'm going to make the eyelids. For this, I'm going to take also the darker color of my gum paste, and I will need my rolling pin with the thinner rings. I don't want the thicker rings, I want the thinner rings. So I'm going to need a little, I don't want that much. Okay. And I need a roll again. And I'm going to make a thin layer. Don't want it too thin, but I want it pretty thin. So that's why the smaller rings are great for this. Okay, there it is. And I want to cut circles inside it. I don't have cutters small enough, so I'm going to use tips. This one is 808, this one is 806. I don't exactly how it translates. So I'm going to make one circle, a second circle here. This I'm going to take apart, and I'm going to make it like so. With the same I've used, I'm going to make a small moon. It that will be the lid. So I've got two moons, a smaller one and a bigger one for the small eye and one for the bigger eye. So I'm going to take back my modeling. Okay. If the shape has moved, I can just reshape it a little. And I'm going to apply a little water. Not sure I need it, but I'm going to apply it anyway. Here, okay. And I'm going to place my lids, my eyelids. Here's the first one. I can use a rubber shaper to help me place it. Okay. If I see that it doesn't stick, I can add a little bit of water to be sure that everything sticks, like so. Like so. The first eyelid is placed. Okay. I'm going to put my second eyelid. Oh, it fell. There it is, my second eyelid. Going to push it. I don't want the eyeballs to show here. This is the most important. I'm going to use my shaper again to place it. I'm going to check if I like the look in her eyes. I don't like it, so I'm going to push down a little this eye. I'm going to push this in the middle. Okay. I'm going with this one, with a cutter, going to mark well the middle. Okay, and once I mark the middle, I'm going to push them together so that I have a clean finish in the middle. And now we have made Jessica's body. Let's get to a quick commercial. So now we are back. We are going to go for the fun part of our project. We are going to make the features of our modeling, which is going to give her personality. We're going to make the mouth, the freckles, the lashes, the eyebrows, the earrings. So I'm going to take back my body that I made earlier. I'm going to use a parchment paper to put it on it. You will see that it helps me to move it around. It also allows me to keep the underneath very clean, and it is important because this will go on a cake and might even be eaten. And the first thing we will do is finish the mouth. So I'm going to begin with a very small piece of black gum paste and a very small piece of dark pink gum paste. I'm going to make a little bowl, splash it, okay, and I'm going to take my ball tool, one of the smallest I have, going to press on it, and I'm going to introduce this in the mouth. I want this part to be a little darker, so I'm going to push it to kind of cover the part inside the mouth. With this pink, I'm making a very small ball. Okay. I'm going to press one side of the ball like this, because I want a teardrop shape. And now I'm going to press on it, because I want it a little flat. And now I have this shape. I'm going to come with my Dresden tool, and I'm going to make an indentation in the middle, like so. So we have what looks like a tongue. I'm going to put just a little bit of water. This might be a little difficult, but you introduce the tongue in the mouth. And now where you made the indentation, okay, you can push it here so that it sticks. Now we are going to make the lips. I'm going to take 2 very little balls of red gum paste. I'm going to go for a ball. Once I have the ball, I'm going to do, like I just did, a teardrop shape, but I'm doing it on both sides. Really what I want is a sausage with both pointy sides, pointy ends. Okay, like so. I'm going to make a second one like this, and I have my 2 sausages. I've got one that is a little bigger. I'm going to use it for the upper part of my mouth. I'm going to press with my Dresden tool in the middle, because I want to give it a shape of upper lip. I'm going to brush a little water around the mouth, up and down. Okay. I'm going to begin with the lower part, and I'm going to border the lower part, like so. I can use my Dresden tool to help me place the mouth. I want it a little curved on the side, like so. And here it is. We've just placed the lower lip, like so. And now we're going to do the same. I'm going to put water, and I'm going to put the upper lip. Again, I'm putting it centered. I'm placing it with my Dresden tool. Okay. And I'm pushing it so that I have a nice shape. I want it a little more open. Okay. I want to open a little the lower lip. And there it is. We have our mouth. I want to make freckles. So I'm going to take a little bit of dark pink gum paste. I'm going to take my rolling pin, and I'm going to take off the sides. I'm going to knead this very well. Okay. And you'll understand why I'm going to do this. I could take little bits of gum paste and make little balls, but none of them would be exactly the same size. And if you want something a little that looks a little nice, that looks intentional, let's say, you need to have all these parts exactly the same size. And this is my little trick. I'm going to use a piece of plastic wrap that I'm going to place upon it, and you'll understand why. Because I want to make the freckles thanks to a piping tip number 3, because I want them very small. And if I'm doing the spots, the acne without the plastic. It stays inside, you have to blow inside, and this is not very hygienic, and this is a little frustrating. If you do my method, don't go too strong, you'll see that all the little spots stay inside the plastic. And you just saved a lot of time. You have all your little spots exactly the same size. I'm doing a little more. And here they are. Okay, they are all the same size. This I'm going to keep. And I'm going to place my freckles. I want one here, and one here, like a triangle. And I am going to use my magic tool that will help me a lot to grab and to place my little spots. So the spots are here on the plastic. I'm going to make them fall down. Okay. This I can store away. And I will grab my little freckles. I think these are acne spot. She's the kind of teenager that always knows everything, and she has acne. So our character has freckles or acne, whichever you prefer. Okay, now we are going to make some earrings. So for the earrings I'm going to use as a mini ball tool, and I'm going to use a little bit of brown gum paste. I really don't need much. Okay, I really don't need much. I'm going to need my brown gum paste. Stay here. I just want to make a fine rope. This size is fine. Try to make it pretty regular. You can use a gun, but at the end of the day, it's not necessary. I want to cut one. I think I'm going to make them a little big. I think this is enough. Or let's hope it is enough. There it is. And now with my ball tool, I want to give the impression that the earrings are actually entering inside the body like a real earring. So with the small part of my ball tool, I'm going to make here a spot. Okay, maybe a little bigger. Like so. I'm going to make another one on the other side. Let's check that they are aligned. Okay. And we are going to make here on the side too, just down the hole we just made. We are going to make the second part of the second hole of the earring. Okay, and the second here. There we are. So I'm going to take a very little water that I'm going to put inside the holes so that everything sticks. And now this is going to be a little tricky. We're going to take our earring and I'm going to place it like this, vertical inside the hole, and I'm going to introduce the other part on the second hole. Okay, and once I've done so, I want to give them a rounded shape. Okay, like so. See, it is well rounded. So now you are going to ask, why did I choose brown? So I really want the color to match, because if I don't cover it 100%, it won't show. If I have something too clear or too dark, people will be able to see that you didn't paint properly. So that's not what we want. So I'm taking a little gold paint. It's metallic dark gold I'm using. And I'm going to paint the earrings. Normally I would wait for them to dry completely. So this was quick. So now the only thing that is missing on our features are the lashes. So what I'm aiming at is to roll very thin sausages of gum paste, black gum paste, with pointy ends. Okay, I want one, which is for the first eye. I want another one a little smaller, and I'm doing it again. This is really an easy part and fun part. So I'm going to humidify the brim of the eyelids, like so. So I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to place it right where the eye finishes, like so. And then with my rubber shaper, I'm going to place it properly all around my eye. Once I'm here, I want to curve it. Okay. There it is. And there it is. What do you think? And while we're at it, we are going to make the eyebrows we will use later. The method is identical to the one we just used for the lashes, except we want them a bit thicker. We will allow them to dry curved in the desired position. So this I'm going to allow to dry, okay? And while it dries a little, I have time to make my claws and my paws, and we'll be finished with the project. And now we are off to the commercial of my adorable sponsor, Bake It Yourself in Colombo, Sri Lanka. One stop for all your cake needs.
Hi, this is Akira from Bake It Yourself, also known as DIY Lanka, your one-stop cake supply store and studio located in the heart of Colombo, Sri Lanka. We cater to bakers of all different levels. You can simply be a budding home baker or a world-renowned sugar artist. We've got you covered. We offer a range of high-quality ingredients and products from international distributors as well as local brands in Sri Lanka. DIY Studio is one of a kind. We offer a fully equipped studio with all amenities. We are the pioneers of hosting international artists. We have also hosted demos and workshops with local and international artists. We warmly welcome more artists to teach us the up and trending methods of sugarcraft. Drop into DIY Lanka to experience a truly magical world of a baker's heaven. Thank you.
So now our project is almost finished because we only have Jessica's claws and 6 little legs left to make. I am going to weigh paste. I want for the big claw, I want more or less 3 grams of pink gum paste, and for the small one I want more or less 1 gram. Okay, and for the arms, okay, I want something like 36. Okay, two little balls of gum paste. This is all I need. So as usual, first thing first, we need to knead very well our paste. There it is. I want to make a very nice ball with no cracks, a ball that is perfect. I want to give it a little egg shape, okay, like so. And once I have the egg shape, I'm going to press it down because I want it a little flat, okay. With a cutter, this one is size 805, okay, I am going to make a hole here, okay. I'm going to cut this part, and look, this is magical. We have already the shape of a claw. We're just going to work on it a little. Just going to take it here, press it here, clean very well this part here. Okay, I'm going to press. I want it to be a little pointier. Okay. And this upper part is like a thumb. I want it to look like it's separated from the rest of the claw, and I'm going to draw here all around, pressing here very gently. I want to look like the claw and the rest, the thumb and the rest of the claw look like they are two separated parts. Okay, so to do so, I'm pressing. I don't want to cut it, okay, just want to press. And once I have pressed, I can push it down a little, and it looks like these are two different parts. Okay, like so. Now with my Just Done tool, I want to make indentations here. Okay, coming from outside, I want them a little deep. Okay, I really want a texture. I really want the shape of the claw of a crab. Okay, so press down gently but firmly so that you get the shape of a real claw. Okay, we have our first claw, and we're going to make exactly the same thing with the second one. There we go. So this is it, and now we are going to make the arm. A ball, a long teardrop shape, like so. With my small ball tool, I'm going to press inside here, like so. This is where my claw is going to go. Okay. I am going to use the back side of my blade, and I'm going to roll it, okay, to make an indentation in the middle of my arm. I want it to look like these are two separate parts. So I've got one arm. I'm going to repeat for the second arm, and now I can take a bit of water, and I can take my body, and I'm going to paste them on it. So the idea, I hope you will see it, is that I'm going to paste the claws against the body, like so for this one, for example. So I'm just going to brush a little water in the back, and I'm going to press it in the position in the position I want. So basically the position I want here is this one. So I'm pressing it in the position I want, which is this one, like so. I'm going to do the other one the same. So again, I'm brushing water here, okay. I'm putting it into position a little more outside this one, like so. I'm going to place it here. And I'm going to take the arms. I'm going to brush a little water inside the hole I made and brush a little water on the top. And I'm going to place the arm, the side with the hole, against the claw and the thinner side stuck to my body, like this. Okay, second one the same, water here, water on the side, except that the position will be a little different. If you can do it, you can take off the claw. Okay, there it is, and you can place it. I'm going to allow it to dry in this position. I don't want to move it too much because it's a little fragile. And I'm going to make the paws. I want to make 6 little balls of the same paste, and the balls are more or less 0.4 grams. And I'm going to make more or less the same process I've made for the forearm of my character, of the claw. Okay, so again, I'm making a nice ball. I'm making it like this. Okay, pretty pointy, like so. With the back of my blade, I am going to make an indentation right in the middle. Really what I'm doing is that I'm rolling my paw on the blade. So I need 6 of these. And there we are. We have 6 paws that are almost identical. Okay, so now I want to place them on my body. I won't move too much because the claws are still drying in position. I don't want them to fall apart. And I am going to brush a little water on the paw, and with my Dresden tool I am going to push it up here. Okay, and this is the way I want my paw to be placed. So basically I'm brushing a little water on, I'm lifting very gently my modeling, okay, and with my Dresden tool I'm lifting the joint and placing it. And there they are. And now we're just going to let them dry into position. So now I'm very excited because our project is coming together and is coming to an end. Now the last thing we want to do is add our cupcake on Jessica. Of course, I can put Jessica directly on my cupcake and it would be a cute cupcake topper, but we decided that we would put it as if it was a shell because she's a hermit crab, so we're going to do it. I will need 2 toothpicks to secure a little my cupcake. I will just cut a little of it. Okay. Now it breaks a little my heart, but I'm going to put my skewers through Jessica, 1 and 2. Okay, like so. And I'm going to place, I'm choosing the nicest way I want this on Jessica, like so. And I'm going to prick my cupcake on it. I'm going to try to be gentle to do it well. And this is it, almost. Because remember something? We had made earlier some eyebrows, so we're going to place them on our cupcake. It won't be very easy, but we will do it. So I'm going to take them with my magic tool. Okay, can you see everything? I'm going to place one here and the other one here, like so. I'm pressing it a little. Okay, like so, and there it is. We have finished our Jessica, the hermit crab. How cute is she? And so that's all for today. Our cupcake project is completed. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We have made Jessica the hermit crab. Don't forget this cupcake project is adaptable to any type of character you like. For example, earlier this year I made Jessica's parents, who are oh so excited to meet Jessica's new boyfriend. If you also want to know who is Jessica's new boyfriend, don't miss my next episode here on CakeFlix. Bye bye everybody!
If you're still hungry for cupcakes, head to my blog Cupcake l'addition with 2ds.fr. It's in French, but you'll be just fine. It has a translate feature. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Bye bye!